Yo, family, working out every day because you might as well be fit and healthy in the misery. Just a few things. The only thing that white supremacy or white inferiority fears is loss of life and loss of finance. So you see that boycott on July the 7th? Do that boycott, blackout day or whatever you want to call it. But just remember is that you literally have to get the whole of the 45 million black Americans in North America and in the rest of the world just to get one person charged. So that shows that what we've been doing hasn't been working. If you look at the Black Panthers, if you look at the Move 9 organization, if you look at the UNIA, which Marcus Garvey started, then you'll see that they feared that enough to create an initiative or an agenda called COINTELPRO, started by J. Edgar Hoover, who actually infiltrated the Garveyite movement. And a lot of people don't know this, but J. Edgar Hoover is of dual heritage. He's not just 100% European. Anyway, I digress. So what the White Panthers did, which were the white organization that aligned themselves with the Black Panthers, is they went into the Pentagon and they liberated the COINTELPRO documents. And what was it said on the COINTELPRO documents? Well, there was three main objectives. The three main objectives was to kill or destroy the rise of a black messiah, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, etc., etc., Assata Shakur. It was also to stop a black nation from creating or being created within North America. There's enough black people. You should have your own government. You should have your own police. You should have your own military. You should have your own ships. You should have your own commerce. You should have your own economy. The black dollar is worth annually in the USA alone $1 trillion, and you don't own any of that economy. And also, one of its main objectives was to stop Africans or Afro-Americans connecting with Africans on the continent, namely South Africa, because of how much gold was being taken out of South Africa by the United States. So when you look at whatever it is they're trying to do, make sure that you do the opposite of whatever it is they're trying to do. You look during the Obama administration, no police were charged. So don't listen to what he has to say now, because during the Obama administration, remember, all these people were murdered. Nobody was charged. Nobody was locked up. Some people got fired, but nobody was arrested and tried and given a life sentence for taking away one of our lives. George Zimmerman is still walking around, and he's a celebrity, and he's a millionaire. He sold the gun that he bought to kill Trayvon, which was like $400. He sold it for $250,000. So this is the beast that you're dealing with. And it's like Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. You better realize that fighting back is not violence, it's self-defense. If you don't fight back, that's suicide. So shout out to all the people who are out there making a stand, but you also have to be angry enough to organize. You need your own political party. The Democrats trick you, the Republicans trick you, and they ain't gonna do nothing good for you. They haven't done anything good for you now. You're not gonna pray and change what is happening, because like Malcolm X said, if your religion hasn't done more for you by now, if your religion hasn't done enough for you by now, don't think it's gonna do any more for you. Okay, keep your religion at home and start to think about practicing black nationalism, group economics, support your own black businesses. That's what you need to be doing, and you need to be organizing to make sure that if any police officer thinks that they can put their hands on you, then you better remind them that it will go to the grave if they do that.